quite hot, especially recently.
So the Duyfken's come up from the National Maritime Museum in Sydney up to Pittwater. I didn't get to sail it because I was overseas and I've only just got back, but we're going to sail back tomorrow. I think the weather should be a bit drier tomorrow, hopefully.
And for those that don't know, the Duyfken, or Little Dove in Dutch, was the ship that first brought Europeans to Australia back in 1606. That's 164 years before Captain Cook and the British. This replica was built in 1999 over in Fremantle in Western Australia. Yesterday there were large numbers of public coming through to see the huge display of wooden boats. Hopefully they'll be back this afternoon.
So guess what? I've just bumped into Frank and Elaine who are down at Hobart for the Wooden Boat Festival. You actually sail it down there?
Yep.
Or motor down there?
Yep. Best time of my life, actually. 3 months down there.
Are you going next time, next year? Yeah.
If I'm alive.
Yeah, where?
The deck on the foredeck, that's hue and pine. It's still under there. And then it's got a teak cap on it just to modernise it a little bit. It was built in Southport down the channel, south of Hobart.
Yeah.
And it was based in Port Arthur and Hobart for 20 years fishing as a crow boat. But about 18 pots I think they were licensed to have.
Wow. When was it built?
1962. And it's all hue and pine.
And how long has it taken you to restore it to this?
Oh, well, I've had it for 12 years, and the last 7 or 8 years we've done it properly.
Wow, fantastic.
Cost a bit of money.
All boats cost money.
But not all the boats were on the water. Look at this fantastic model steamship.
But this one he put a steam plant in it, and the other one he put an electric motor in it.
Wow, and that's the boiler.
That's the boiler.
It's been pouring with rain, but I think the rain's just about stopped, hopefully.
One of the highlights of the festival was the large fleet of Halvorsen pleasure cruisers. The Halvorsen family, originally from Norway, moved to Sydney in 1924 and were famous for building their beautiful pleasure cruisers. Up until 1976, they had built nearly 1,300. Many were used as volunteer patrol boats during the Second World War. In fact, 90 of them held a regatta in 2000 to mark the 75th anniversary of the family moving to Australia. And the Duyfken crew were lucky enough to be invited aboard one for a small cruise around Pittwater. Something the crowds always turn up for is gun firing.
Dutch hole, all goes well, we'll have a flame coming out of the Dutch hole about this big, and a nice boom and the flames coming out. Right. That's why we use a lid strop, so that we keep our eyebrows.
Range is clear.
So the rain has stopped at last, and we just fired the cannon. Everyone loved it.
Now we're being human.
So Chris, how'd you sleep?
Oh, I had a decent sleep, mate. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah? It's such a beautiful morning this morning.
Oh, it is beautiful. Pity it wasn't like this yesterday.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a good sail back today.
Looking forward to that. Looking forward to getting back under sail. Out in the deep blue. Yeehaw!
There goes Frank in his beautiful cray boat.
And we're just getting ready to leave Monday morning. Even tall ships need some fuel.
What are we at?
Fingers in.
So we're just going past Scotland Island, having refueled, etc. We've got about a half-hour motor out to past Palm Beach, and then we'll put the sails up.
You got a touch on the sail? Take a stern. Take a stern.
Frank has come over to see us off.
Having a fantastic time. I think this is the biggest boat I've ever sailed, and I'm surprised how beautifully it's sailing downwind. Got about a 10 to 12 knot nor'easter. We're doing about 4.5 through the water, and it's very, very comfortable and very enjoyable.
And the swell's not too bad, is it?
No, it's good all round, perfect, yeah.
Any day on the water is a magnificent day.
I must go down to the seas again, to the lonely sea in the sky. And all I ask is a tall ship and a star to steer her by. And the wheels kick, and the wind's song, and the white sails shaking, and a grey mist on the sea's face, and a grey dawn breaking. I must go down to the seas again, with the call of the running tide as a wild call and a clear call that may not be denied. And all I ask is a windy day with the white clouds flying, and the flung spray and the blown spume, and the seagulls crying. I must go down to the seas again, to the vagrant gypsy life, to the gull's way and the whale's way, where the wind's like a whetted knife. And all I ask is a merry yarn from a laughing fellow rover, and quiet sleep and a sweet dream when the long trip's over.
Had a beautiful day of sail today. It's not too hot, it's a nice breeze. We've just been cruising along the coast here at about 3 or 4 knots. I've actually flown back here from Perth again to come aboard for this one, previously having come over for the city to Hobart earlier this year. I got called up and asked to come along for this one, and well, I wasn't going to say no, so here I am. But no, it's been a fantastic day, fantastic sail, the whole time's been brilliant. Can't wait to do it again.
It's been absolutely fabulous. Friendly crew, brilliant weather, beautiful boat, fantastic.
Would you come again?
Absolutely.
If you want to experience tall ship sailing, the Duyfken sails every Friday and Saturday. And better still, if you'd like to become a volunteer, contact the Volunteers Office at the National Maritime Museum. There is no better way to enjoy the harbour.